South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Dolphins at 13-2 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10. At their 25-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll try the left side with Etienne. There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
He's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On first down, right back to ETN. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one, there's no doubt.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man crossing the field. That's Mostert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to it. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by and the Jags force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action now. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this returnable for Hill. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Back to throw again. It's Hill, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
70 Ranger. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade-American. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Another toe for Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's got the first down and more. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 74 yards. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Foyesade-American. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
97 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's got room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 170 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Okay, ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, Had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play.
Hold it ready. Buffalo 18. 19 right. Trap 50. Trap 50. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 19 Tiger, 19.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Warriors 70. 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. Dragons 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lions.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harden. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
19 strike, 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready, 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points. So there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big,
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell.